I'm now on the MG Owners Club with Lawrence Downing.
Good morning.
Good morning, Lawrence, and welcome to the Classic Restoration Show 2025.
Thank you very much indeed. It's a pleasure to be here.
So can we just have a little talk about your lovely MGA Coupe, please?
Thank you very much indeed. Yes, it's an MGA Coupe Mark 1 1600. It took me 11 years to rebuild the car because at the times you either buy food for the table or you buy parts for the car. So the car came second. But eventually it was all completed, as I say, 11 years to do it. And when I'd finished it, they came out with a film called E.T.
Oh, yeah.
And the registration number is 121 ETT, which stands for Extraterrestrial Transport. And it is. And as I say, thoroughly enjoyed it. We've been on holiday to France with it. We've been down to Annecy. We've been in the Dordogne. It's travelled well. The only problem we had was a broken fan belt. That was all. Touch wood.
That's not bad then, is it?
No. And as I say, it's been a pleasure to drive. I've had it since 74, yes, 1974. My son was 6 months old. And we were then asked to bring it to a film company that was doing a programme film called Boom with Michael Elphick.
Okay. Oh.
And we took it over there, and it was part scene in there.
Right.
On that.
So it's a bit of a film star, this car.
Well, the car is, but I'm not sorry. I'm obviously not wearing the right makeup. And as I say, we had great pleasure, and it was at the time when that was done, was when they had the air crash disaster at East Midlands Airport.
Oh, yeah.
Because we drove past it, and it was slowed everything down.
Yeah.
But as I say, it's been a wonderful car. I don't know who I'm going to hand it down to. It's one of three of them, that an MGC and a Triumph S. But it's due now to come to being repainted due to the fact that it started to get little tiny bubbles on it called microblister. So, but no, she's been a pleasure to drive. I've had a gentleman with me this morning. He said that his dad had got two and had changed throughout of life and they'd gone, but he never ever sat in one.
Oh, really?
So I said to him, I said, well, here's the keys, get yourself inside it. And he sat inside it, and his friend was with him, and he says, you've just made an old man very, very happy.
So you said, how long did you say you've had it all in all?
I've had it since probably 1974.
So who did you buy it off? Anybody?
I bought it off a guy who had bought two cars, but the ones that he wanted was a Healey 3000, but he had to have the two. So I bought that one off him for £475. And I think it's worth a bit more now. It's better than money in the bank.
So when you say you think now it needs a new paint job, how long has that job been done now?
That paint job on the car at the moment now has probably been there about 35 years.
Really? Well, that's not done bad, is
So
it?
it's not done bad for it.
It looks excellent, actually. You wouldn't think that.
No, if you look away from it, you can see there's no. But to say that I've had one or two people give me quotes for painting it, so it'll be going to be repainted, and it'll be probably back here again next year.
So what about the engine?
The engine is a 1600cc.
Right. Yeah.
It's not a twin cam, and it's just perfectly pulls like a horse. The 1500 ones were a little bit underpowered, but the 1600s were far better. And then the Mark II came out, and they altered altered designs a little bit, and they altered the grille at the front. Because the grille at the front on this one is straight down the front, and on the Mark II it's got a step back grille. On the Mark II, that's how you can tell. And the lights on the back. On the back of the Mark I, they're on the wing. On the Mark II, they're horizontal along the scuttle. And that's the place to say. It's perfectly a pleasurable car to drive. You get people wave to you hanging out the window, but you can't do that. I was just telling somebody that when we went to France, we had 4 cars that were in, obviously friends all together in the French work, and I kept going round the island and we couldn't get out to get on the island to go on the journey. They kept coming round and round and round, hanging out the window taking photographs. Never seen one before.
No, I always think they were a nice design, a nice model, nice shape and everything.
It follows the similar lines to the XK120s. And as I say, it's nice and roomy, it's very, very warm in the winter, and it's beautiful in the summer when it's too hot. But,
lovely car. Lovely car, and thank you very much for the information, and thank you for the interview.
Pleasure, thank you anytime.
Thank you very much.
And remember the car as well.
Yeah, thank you.